Hi everyone, my name is Simona and I'm leading the partnership team at Corvid by Wix.
And my name is Mor. I'm leading the developers team in Corvid by Wix.
And we're very excited to be here today. We're located in far Israel, so this is a recorded session. But we promise you that if you have any questions during the session or at the end, we will leave our emails and you'll be able to reach us and we'll answer everything. So we know that first, I wanted to say thank you to Women Who Code that are hosting us here today. And yes, so today we will present you a platform and we'll teach you a few cool things that you can do with it. As we're seeing that everyone is taking the time of this social distancing to learn some new skills and new platforms, and we thought this is a good time to show you our platform as well. So More will present us Corvid by Wix, and we'll take it from there. Yes. Tell us more. What's Corvid?
Corvid is actually it's a platform that is built on top of Wix. I'll give a little bit of intro of what is Wix. Wix is a website builder. It's a really easy to use website builder, meaning you don't need to have any knowledge of the web in order to build websites. You just drag and drop elements, UI elements to your website. You can design them really easily, and then you click on publish, and you have a website. So Corvid is actually built on top of it. Corvid is a serverless platform. It enables developers to write front-end code in JavaScript, back-end code in Node.js, connect between back-end and front-end really in a cool way that we call JavaScript web modules. It also allows developers to create databases and connect them to their UI seamlessly. And mainly that's it. Like the cool thing about it is that you can create websites, applications really fast without the hassle of integrating servers and raising, databases and connecting between everything. It's just everything is there for you.
So More, what are the main 3 things we need to know before we use Corvid, in your opinion?
Well, someone who wants to use Corvid needs to be familiar with the web development. So he needs to know JavaScript, Node.js. I can tell you what he doesn't need to know. He doesn't need to know HTML or CSS because the Wix editor takes care of that for them. So if you have a designer, he can build a website and the design, and you as a developer, you just add the logic. So you need to know JavaScript. You need to understand the web, the difference between front end and back end. You need to understand about the databases, collections, how to do data modeling. But it's a really basic understanding because the whole integration in the background is being taken care of by Corvid.
Okay, I think we talked enough. Let's deep dive in and share our screen, and Mo will show you some cool stuff she created with our platform. Let's do it.
I'm actually going to show you something cool that Meredith created. Meredith, she works with us. She's an advocate, and I think a month and a half ago she presented for Women Who Code this website. This website is called Superwoman. It's actually a profile website for all the really cool, inspirational women that like RBG or Wonder Woman. Simona, you love RBG, right?
Yes, I love her.
So if I'll go inside of RBG's page, I can see like her some information about her, what are her powers, when like her birth date, and a little bit of description. And also I can ask for superpowers as well if I want. So we saw a little bit about the website, and let's go now to the editor to see how it's actually been built.
So you're showing now a bit the editor of Wix, right? And then you'll show the addition of another layer of Corvid.
Yes. Cool. So we'll start by Wix, as we said. This is Wix. This is the Wix editor. If we look here, we'll see we have a drop-down with all the pages that I have in my website. I have the desktop view and the mobile view if I want to design it for mobile. And here behind our picture, we can see we have a preview button and a publish button. A preview will show me how the website looks like before I publish it to the world, and publish will actually make my website live. Here in the left, I have a lot of buttons. I won't go into all of them, but I will go to the most important one, which is the add button. The add button presents me all the elements that I can add to my website. So here I can see there's a lot of types of menus that I can add to my website. And I have a lot of types of input buttons and boxes and galleries. And I also have a lot of text elements. So let's say I want to choose like a text element. I want to drag it to my screen. And then I want to edit my text. I can change the font size. I can change the design. And this is exactly what I meant when I said you don't need to know HTML or CSS because everything is being taken care of by the Wix editor. I'll remove this one from now because I don't need it. But that's how you create a website with Wix.
Nice.
Now let's add Corvid to the website. In order to add Corvid, I'll go to dev mode here. I'll click on turn on dev mode. And then I have a few new panels that have been added to my page. I have the properties panel. This properties panel will show me some properties and events that I can add to each element in my editor. I have here in the left the site structure tree. The site structure actually contains all the pages that I have in my websites and light boxes, all the code files that I have in the public and the backend. All the backend code files actually will run in the server of this website. And as you can see, it ends with JSW. JSW means JavaScript Web Method. It's something that we here in Corvid invented, and it allows us to call backend functions like we're calling node modules, like really easy. And here are all the node modules that I have in my website and all the databases here. Let's go to one database to see how it looks like. So if I'll click on the collection, this is my Superwoman collection, where I can see all the details for all the Superwomen that we saw on the website. So here I can see all their names and their birth dates and all the information that I have.
In one place.
In one place, yes. Let's say I want to add another field for, let's say, phone number. So I'll add the field. I can have there's a lot of types of fields that I can add, and I'll click save, and then I have a new field here. That's it. I'll close it. And here, as we can see, we have a repeater that extracts all the women from the Superwoman collection. And we also have a page for each one of the women for the Superwoman collection here. If I'll go to the Superwoman pages, we have one page, one template, and we connect the image to the image from the Superwoman collection and all the rest of the data as well. That requires no coding at all. Now let's see, we have here, here on the bottom of the page, we have the IDE. This is where we write the code. This is where I write my JavaScript code for the front end, and the site tab here will present me the code that runs for every page in the editor. And if I'll go to a backend file, I can see that the editor opens up completely because it's a backend file. It doesn't connect to any front-end file. And here I can see all the backend code. In this case, I actually implemented sending an email through SendGrid. All it required was 16 lines of code. I imported the SendGrid module from NPM. And secrets manager is how we store secrets keys. So for this example, it's the SendGrid key here. I extract it from the secrets manager. I set it on the SendGrid mail. I create the message object that will be sent from corvid@wix.com, and then I'm sending my email. This is how simple it is to send an email. Let's see where I'm calling it from. I'll go to my site code. Wait, this is my site code. So I'm importing the send email function that I created in my backend. I'm calling it from the backend send grid. And this is where I call it, I extract, if I'll say, we call it here, I'll extract the username from the input name. And then I'll extract the message from the message input, and I'll send the email.
Nice. Mor, can we do SMS as well, or it's just emails?
We can do whatever we want. Like if I want to do SMS, all I need to do is like I'll go to Node modules. Let's send an SMS using Twilio. So I'll look for a Twilio module. Okay, so I have a Twilio module. I'll install it. As you can see, it's been added to my Node modules, and all I need is create a backend module, send the SMS, and call it from frontend. All of it together, like, will take me an hour if I never did it before, and 10 minutes if I did it before.
That was really insightful. It's nice. So what else can we do with Corvid that you can show us?
I'll tell you what, if we're talking about Superwoman, as a developer, I kind of feel sometimes like I'm a Superwoman myself. Like
You are.
It's a super ability, it's a superpower to be a developer. You can create stuff that not everyone can. But doing it on Corvid kind of increases this superpower. It makes it also fast. I can create cool websites really, really fast. And I use it in my day life almost all the time. So for example, like a few months ago, I had to do some speech therapy, and I went to my instructor and she gave me a lot of exercises that I had to do at home. And each of the exercise kind of counts seconds that I need to inhale, exhale, do some weird sounds, breathe, whatever. And I used to sit with one note that showed me what I need to do. And I had the timer on my other hand. And then I had to do the exercise and reset the timer and do it. And it was like, it was really hard to manage it. And when I had to do it 3 times a day, it was just too much. And then I said, like, why am I doing it? I can just create a Corvid website that will help me do all these exercises. So I did. Now, I'll tell you in advance, forgive me for my designing skills. I'm not a designer. This is my website.
How does it work? I still use my timer, so maybe I should.
For what?
For my exercise, but not like therapy, but just like functional aerobics.
Okay.
We also need like 20 seconds, 10 seconds.
I can prepare one for you as well. I'll show you how it works. So I have 3 exercises here. And let's say I'll go to the second one, okay? I'll click on start, and then it instructs me what I need to do. So now I need to do the S sound.
Okay.
And now I need to breathe for 6 seconds. And then and breathe. Okay. And I think we got the thing. So this is what I do. I just create websites for everything I need, for every tool I need to have in my life. And my teacher got really excited. She actually took my URL and started giving it to all of our students. And yeah.
More, I think we have different audiences listening to us. I guess we have some freelancers, women who work for startups, for big corporates, and probably this platform can meet them every day, but in different aspects. So I think what we want to, towards we're finishing our session, to discuss a bit how can they start, what's the best way, and what do we have, what can we suggest them?
Well, first of all, we have our website, wix.com/Corvid, CORVID. And this website contains all the information and all the resources that we have on Corvid. We have a lot of videos and examples and articles and API reference for all the APIs that we can use in Corvid. And there's a lot of information out there. And we also have a Udemy course for free for everyone who wants to learn it. And we're also currently actually working on creating and other platforms for learning Corvid. So there's a lot of ways to go and start and learn. And also you can all contact me. Like my email is morvid because I'm more from Corvid. So it's morvid@wix.com, and you can just send me an email if you have questions and you need help in starting to work on Corvid.
Cool. So I think maybe you want to stop sharing the screen.
Yes.
Then they will see us in a bigger picture. I'll just say that we enjoyed it a lot, and we hope it was helpful for you, and we'll give you some, incentive to learn more and additional new things and learn Corvid. We hope that it was helpful for you as well, and that you all stay healthy and safe, and that we can meet face to face soon. We prefer in New York, both Mor and me. So come there.
But Israel, we want to go out.
And thank you again, and we'll share all the links and everything, and you'll be able to reach us. And stay classy.
Bye.
Bye bye.